Turmeric and black pepper. If you've been taking them together to calm inflammation and your joints, your gut, and your brain fog still haven't budged, there's a reason. Is your body stiff before your feet even hit the floor in the morning? Is your energy gone by 2 in the afternoon? As a nurse with autoimmune disease who's lived this for years, I'm going to show you the partner turmeric actually needs and the mistake that keeps curcumin from ever reaching your cells. And one warm change you can make tonight. Here's what nobody tells you when they hand you a turmeric capsule. Turmeric barely absorbs on its own. The active part, curcumin, is the piece doing the anti inflammatory work. And most of what you swallow passes straight through you and out the other end. So somebody figured out that black pepper helps a little. And now every label, every article, and every wellness account repeats it like it's gospel. Black pepper isn't wrong. It's just not the partner that matters most, especially if you're over 50 and dealing with autoimmune inflammation because your body has a few things working against it already that a pinch of pepper cannot fix. You get told your labs look fine, and yet your body doesn't feel fine. That mismatch matters. I spent years being told everything was normal while I felt anything but. So I'm not going to hand you one more magic pill. I want you to think in patterns instead. Your body isn't broken, it's burdened, and turmeric only helps lift that burden if it can actually get to where it needs to go. So let's fix the absorption first. Here are the partners that actually work and the one that beats black pepper by a mile. The first one costs nothing, and almost nobody does it. Gentle heat. Raw turmeric and the powder in your cabinet hold curcumin in a tight, crystalline form. Think of it like a closed walnut. It's nutritious, but your body can't get inside it easily. And after 50, most of us make less stomach acid than we used to. So we're even worse at cracking it open. Warm it and it changes. When you simmer turmeric gently in liquid for 10 or 15 minutes, not a hard boil, just a low simmer, the curcumin shifts into a form your body can actually use. One study found that gentle heat raised curcumin's antioxidant activity by a large margin compared with raw powder at the same dose. So before you spend a dime on anything, warm your turmeric. Simmer a teaspoon in a little coconut milk or broth. You're doing some of the digesting on the stove so that your gut doesn't have to. And if your gut's been inflamed and sluggish, that's a real gift. But heat alone isn't enough because curcumin still needs a ride. That's the next one. Number 2 is turmeric's actual cousin, ginger. They grow as roots. They're both that deep gold color, and people have used them side by side for thousands of years. There's a reason for that. Ginger flips on something in your cells called the NRF2 pathway. Picture it as a master switch that turns on your body's own antioxidant defenses. Curcumin flips a similar switch through a different door. Put them together, and you're kicking in both doors at once. Ginger also helps quiet a molecule called NFKB, which is one of the main drivers of the slow everyday inflammation that builds up as we age. Black pepper doesn't do that. Grate about a half inch of fresh ginger into your warm turmeric, or use half a teaspoon of the ground kind. This is the part I really wish someone had explained to me 20 years ago, back when I was being told my sky high Epstein barr counts and bone deep fatigue were just something to live with. Nobody talked to me about calming the inflammation underneath. They just shrugged. So if that's you right now, get curious. And if you're already thinking, this is a lot to keep track of, I hear you. I put the exact warm turmeric method, the amounts, and a simple anti inflammatory routine into my free autoimmune relief and energy workbook. It's the thing I wish I'd had when I was starting out and too tired to figure it out from scratch. The link is in the description below and it won't cost you a thing. Now, this next one is the one most women have never heard of, and it might be my favorite. Number three is quercetin. It's a natural plant compound you already eat in red onions, capers, apples, and green tea. And here's why it belongs next to turmeric. Curcumin is powerful, but it gets broken down and cleared out of your body fast. Quercetin slows down the enzymes that break it down, so the curcumin you took stays active longer and actually reaches your joints and your brain. For an autoimmune body, there's a bonus. Quercetin helps steady your mast cells, the little alarm cells that fire off histamine and drive flares, itching, and that puffy reactive feeling. It also helps your body clear out worn out cells that sit there and leak inflammation into everything around them. You can get quercetin from food. Half a red onion a day is a real amount. You can also find it as a supplement, and I'll say the same thing I say about everything. It's not one size fits all. If you've got autoimmune issues, take medications, talk to your own provider before you add it because quercetin can nudge how some drugs work. This one took me a while to understand, even as a nurse. And it brings me to the partner that finally beats black pepper. Number one, the real partner is healthy fat, and specifically fat that carries phospholipids. Hang in here with me because this is the whole secret. Curcumin is fat soluble. Without fat, it can't cross your gut wall. So it's like a key sitting on the sidewalk with no car. Fat is the car, but not all fat is equal. Extra virgin olive oil brings in its own anti inflammatory compound called oleocanthal, which quiets the same inflammation enzymes that ibuprofen targets. So it helps the turmeric get in and calms the inflammation on its own. Then there's the real upgrade, phospholipids. Those are special fats that make up the walls of every cell in your body. And curcumin loves to bind to them and ride them straight inside. This is the exact idea behind those expensive turmeric supplements that cost $60 or $80 a bottle. You can do the same thing for pennies. A little lecithin or one whisked egg yolk stirred into your warm, not scalding, coconut milk. Turmeric does it. Wait until it's warm and not hot so you don't cook the yolk solid, because that undoes the whole benefit. I learned this absorption lesson the hard way. For years, I chased answers and I finally found someone who ran the right labs and put me on real food as medicine instead of one more thing that passed right through me. The turning point wasn't a fancier pill, it was learning how my body actually takes things in. So here's the mistake I don't want you making: pinning all of your hope on one ingredient. People hear turmeric and grab a bottle, or they hear black pepper and stop there. And then they feel nothing and decide it just doesn't work for them. It's not one thing, it's the pattern. Warm it so your body can use it. Add fat so it can get inside. Add ginger and quercetin so it works harder and lasts longer. That's when turmeric stops washing through you and starts doing something. Picture that closed walnut from the start. A little heat and it cracks it open. The fat carries it inside, and the ginger and quercetin keep it working once it's in there. That's the difference between turmeric that just sits in your cabinet and turmeric your inflamed body can finally feel. And it's a whole lot more than a shake of black pepper. One important thing before you go: this is education, not medical advice. Turmeric and these partners can interact with blood centers, blood sugar meds, and blood pressure meds. And they can be hard on a sensitive gut or gallbladder. So please check with your provider first before you start, especially with autoimmune issues, thyroid medication, or hormones in the mix. And if you're having severe joint swelling, chest pain, or symptoms that are scaring you, please get evaluated. Your body will often whisper before it screams, so listen early. Now, I want to hear from you before you go. Tell me in the comments what showed up first for you, the stiff mornings or the brain fog, and which are you going to try first? I read every one of these comments. And if this helped, give it a like so another woman can find it and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And please share it with someone who's been told her labs are normal, but still knows that something is off. And if you want the simple version of all of this, my free autoimmune relief and energy workbook is waiting in the description below. Remember, your body isn't broken, it's burdened. And when you understand those burdens, you can finally begin supporting your body in a way that it's needed all along. Please take care of yourself. You deserve to feel better. And remember, we're all in this together. I'll see you in the next one.